Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to A Dash of V Nails. Today you're gonna be following me along while I do half of a set, and it's gonna be SpongeBob themed. The other half I did not film it, but it is on my Instagram and it was Elmo's World. So this entire set was inspired by my nephew. I already prepped the tips, as you can see, as I'm going straight in with the gel polish. They were buffed with the Kiara Sky Sanding Bit, and I also added the base coat. So here I'm gonna be doing a vertical ombre. I did show this in another video that I posted, and I'm just using this really pretty purple to create the background. So here I'm going in with my uh, favorite brush at this point. It is a paintbrush, and it just works well for me. So here I'm just going in and adding that pink on the side and then just blending it out. I don't find the need for ombre brushes or any specialty brushes. I feel like this brush does it pretty well for me. And it's just such a pretty blend. And right now I'm pretty much testing whether I like acrylic paint designs or if I enjoy gel paint designs. I really like using gel paint. I did use acrylic paint to create the Elmo's World set, which is another reason why I didn't film it because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. It did turn out good. Um, I will probably make a video about that, just of the journey. But here I'm just doing one of those squiggly flowers from SpongeBob that they always have in their sky. And then here I'm just showing it to my sister, and I'm just like, how does that look? Because I already didn't like it. So she was just like, yeah, it looks kind of bad. So I just wiped it off. And I wanted to leave that in here because, you know, sometimes you just draw something that's horrible. And that's one thing I do like about gel polish. You don't like it, wipe it off. And I always I'll just dip my brush in a little bit of Young Nail Swipe, dab off a little bit, and then just wipe off whatever I don't need. And then I picked up another color that I have on this tray. I already have all these colors put on the tray because these were the colors I thought I was going to be using. So I just added it there just for easy access. And then I just find it annoying having to go back and forth like, oh, I need this gel polish, I need this one. And we liked it way better, so I cured that, and then I already started on the other flower on the index finger. Honestly, sometimes I will hold the entire tray when I'm doing a design, or I'll just pick it up, like the nail individually. And I find that picking it up is easier just because I can be more intricate with the design and I can spin it around. And these flowers, even though they're mainly squiggly lines, it really took me a long time. This is sped up and it's still a little bit long. So every time I do something, I cure it. I like to freeze it for about 15 seconds in my lamp. And I always am cleaning off my brush. That where I clean it off, it is a lint-free wipe, and it does have Young Nail Swipe on it. So here I'm just going in and custom mixing my own yellow because it wasn't matching the color that I saw in the picture that I was trying to replicate. It was more of a it was more pastelly than the bright yellow that it is on TV now. I think I was copying somebody's painting. I don't think it was on TV, like an episode. But I can't find that picture to be able to link my reference. So here I'm just drawing this little square head. And I like to go in with one color and do whatever I need with that one color if I can. So that way I'm not going back to the same color. So I cured that. Then I'm just going in and adding his little arm. I did notice, like, right about now that I did draw him a little bit lower on the nail than I probably should have. It still came out pretty good, but I do need to proportion better, and that's something that I'm going to learn as I'm doing this. And I was just making the outline for this. It was like a little beigey, yellowy brown color. And that was the color for the outline of him and also for his little holes. And I'm really like choking up on this brush, but I'm having the lightest touch. I just choked up on it just to have better control of it. And then here I'm just adding the little sleeve. And I'm just going in trying to make the shirt portion. And then every time I'm doing this, I do have the picture for reference, just to be able to follow it correctly. And here I'm adding his little pants. And again, I'm curing in between everything I'm doing. And I'm just going in and I'm adding detail work. And I'll cure that. And you really want to make sure that there's like a little bit of product on the brush, because here I'm going in and I'm creating the outline, and then I'm going to go in and create the little collars and the tie outline. I hope that showing each step that I'm doing is helping, because sometimes I do watch videos and it is sped through and some of the parts are skipped, but I'm showing every part. I'm not cutting out anything. It is sped up because if I didn't, this would probably take forever. So here I'm just curing it, and I'm just looking at the picture, making sure that I know what the next step is, I know what I'm going in. And right now I really wanted to start adding the eyes just to make it come together. And right here was what I would say my real problem. So I use the dotting tool, and that's a good idea to make the circles for the eyes, but it was too chunky, at least for my liking. I'm also learning now from other nail artists that it's better to do little details like this with a longer brush, so that way when I do have to make a long line, like an outline, it's easier, and it can also still make tiny details. And then I go ahead and cure that. And I'm so happy because he's literally looking like SpongeBob. And then here I'm just, waiting. I decided to add this part just because it's a part of the process. Well, I didn't add it. I just didn't take it away. So then I added his 2 buck teeth. Cured that. And this part was really stressing me out because I had to outline the eyes and I didn't want to make it really thick. But I think it came out great. I really am on a journey to improve my nail art and to be able to draw how other people draw, but on smaller nails, because not everybody really wears those like 4-inch tips or like 4-inch extensions. That's just not practical, in my opinion. Could be practical for those who wear it and they can go about their daily lives and it's great for designs. But from when I was working in a salon and from orders that I do get, those long lengths are just, they're just not common. So here I'm just going in. I added the blues in his eyes and there he is. And then right now, I was thinking whether I should draw Gary or a jellyfish. But I'm still continuing with drawing the background because I did want it to be cohesive. So there we go. I'm going in and curing that. And I'm just talking to my sister and seeing what she would prefer, whether it be Gary or a jellyfish. And you'll see that we decided to go with a jellyfish. The jellyfish was the quickest part besides the ombre, because the ombre honestly took me like under a minute to create the ombre background. The jellyfish alone, I was still curing in between, but I believe it took me probably like 2 minutes max. Like this part is sped up, but it was pretty short. Like I didn't have to speed it up that much. And that's also another reason why I like to use one color at a time, because I literally custom mix just to add details, and that pink is no longer in service basically because I tinted it. So here I'm just adding like the little details that the jellyfish have. This jellyfish was also in the picture next to SpongeBob along with Gary. That's why I was deciding whether to do one or the other, because I didn't want to do all three. And then I really wanted to add an outline just because the jellyfish was blending in too much in the background. And I felt like the white would make it pop, almost make it look like a sticker. And once I started adding it, it already started to look better. that looks perfect to me. Once I fix that little part. And again, when I am cleaning something, I dip the brush a little bit in some Young Nail Swipe, dab it off, and then clean off whatever I need. And here I'm just going in and adding a little flower like I did on SpongeBob's nail, just to have it all match the scenery. And then while that's curing, I'm going to go in and add the flowers on the thumb. And I really liked how all these colors came together, especially with that background. It just made it so girly for the person I was making it for, and it went perfectly. So here I'm just going in with the Beatles top coat. And honestly, I'll just grab whatever top coat I grab that day. Like, I use Beatles, I use iGel top coat, I have Valentino top coats. I just grab whatever. I haven't noticed that one is better than the other. I will say the one top coat that is different that I use, that is the Young Nail Stain Resistant. I love that one. Because when I was doing hair in cosmetology school, that was fantastic. My nails did not get like stained or nothing. My hands did, but that could easily be washed off. And I'm just continuing with the top coat here, loving how it looks. The top coat really just like brings everything together. And when I was doing the top coat over SpongeBob, I really tried to do like a healthy layer, because those eyes, man, it was just like a 3D effect going on. But I loved how they turned out. They looked great. You could tell it's SpongeBob. I'm happy with it. And yeah, this is the half of the set. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, give a like, and comment below. Thanks for stopping by.